Epic drop.
What's up, my aspiring writers and designers? Boom! Got it. Today, we're going to talk about split fiction, and when I say we, you already know. I'm talking about me and Mickey.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Because, I need someone to help me carry them through the game.
And carry me you did. So split fiction, how much of an exercise in patience was this for you?
It wasn't that much, to be very honest. Listen, the way the game is framed, and I'll have to give him that. So I think that the best thing that we can do is start with the framing, right? We've played all of Hazelight's Studios games, starting from
A Way Out?
A Way Out,
It Takes Two?
Split Fiction.
Yeah.
Now, I think that we really enjoyed ourselves playing It Takes Two. The aspect of like the whole relationship thing, knowing that, you're one person, the other person, it was relatable for us, playing the game, even though we're not going through a breakup or anything like that, but it was relatable. There was a lot of buzz around the game when it came out.
Yep.
This one, a lot of buzz as well. And I give it to them when it comes to gameplay ideas. And I like how you really do need the other person to be able to finish, like to play the game. It forces you to communicate.
Yes.
And to cooperate, which is the goal.
Yeah. And this one, with split fiction, you can tell, the games get progressively harder as they go on. So A Way Out is a little more like walking simulator.
Almost, yeah.
And then It Takes Two is, definitely more like teamwork and there's some things you really have to focus to try to get it done, and some mechanics are a little bit annoying that you have to kind of power through. And then split fiction is a lot of teamwork, a lot of working in unison. You have to be patient, you have to try again. Trust me, one person needs to be carrying the team because you both can't be dying every 2 seconds.
And I gotta say, it felt like It Takes Two was more catered to, I would say, almost like the mainstream audience, or people that even if you have less experience gaming, you could still get away with it to some degree. And I think this one is more putting you through the gauntlet. The game is definitely focused more about video games, so the video game tropes is really part of that. And you can see that part of the secrets and things that you find, even Easter eggs, are really focused about the history of gaming and other games in general. While I felt It Takes Two was a little bit more focused on cooperation to try to bring the two people together, is basically what you're doing through the game. This one might cause some splintering between some people, right? Because, and for many reasons. So I'm not gonna bury the lead. I'm gonna get straight into it. What I liked about the game was, the different levels. What I didn't like about the game was the story.
Yeah, the story was really bad, and you could see things coming from a mile away, and it just felt forced, and there wasn't it was very predictable, very whiny.
Personally, I don't think the characters should have been writers. I think they probably should have been designers who would have made a little bit more sense, because as writers, what they're writing is not that deep.
Let me guess. You're from the city. Yeah. Born and raised. Why would anyone want to live in the city?
The characters are really annoying for half of the story. And then when they loosen up their anus, they get a little bit cooler. But they got that broom gemmed up tight there for a little while, especially my little British lady there. But yeah, because we were playing together, we were basically and I'll be honest, talking shit through most of the story, so that I didn't care that much.
Yeah.
The gameplay was fun, as you will probably see in the gameplay that we're gonna put along with the voice. There was many things that we were doing. We were racing, flying, platforming. There was even a pinball kind of thing.
Yeah, pinball, flying, hovering, just so many things driving. Yeah, it really was a lot. So, I do like how the game, it was diverse in the sense of you would flip back and forth through a science fiction kind of themed levels, and then going into more a fantasy land levels. So
that was fun.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the fantasy themed levels. I thought these were kind of more unique. There was a Harry Potter one. There was the mini games were really fun in this. So I kind of wish they would have focused more on having those little mini games that you could find that kind of broke up the science fiction land or the fantasy land to give you something totally crazy, totally off the wall, like when we became hot dogs and had to grill ourselves.
Yeah, and that was kind of like part of the initial story, and we thought it was going to be a little bit more like that, and then it started to be a little bit more traditional as we went along. But I did appreciate everything that we were doing in this game. It was that was fun. The fact that we could go back during fantasy and not. How they call these thing glitches, right? The glitches.
Yeah, the weird glitches.
Those were definitely standout moments, as well as some boss battles were also standout moments. The one in you have one that you're doing on a motorcycle, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of like different like gameplay mechanics that they threw in here that are very interesting. It's just I'll be honest, like if I had a kid, I probably would wait until they're at least 10 to play this game.
Oh, yeah.
Anything younger, like you have to make sure you're nimble and like you can like press buttons quickly and be able to like navigate pretty quickly. So yeah, you have to be on your feet. So like for young kids, I wouldn't recommend it. It Takes Two, the previous game, yeah, you might have been able to play with like a 6 or 7-year-old, but for this one, like I would definitely wait until, kids are a little bit older, a little more like.
Yeah, there was section in It Takes Two where you would almost be able to, if you're sitting next to the person, almost like take the controller and do their part and your part at the same time, right? This one is impossible because the action is really going on at the same time. So I would say that, yes, it is definitely more difficult. And that's what I said, like, it might cause some people to be like, okay, we can't play this game together. Other people might find that it's the perfect level of difficulty because, to be honest, it's not a difficult game per se. If you're someone that plays video games all the time and you play platformers especially all the time, you most likely will be able to get through this without dying too much if you're two people that are really great at playing video games, right?
Yeah, I appreciate how engaged you kind of have to keep yourself to make sure that you're not missing like a beat or missing a jump or like that you're able to like traverse quickly because you don't want to mess it up, right? Because you don't want to have to restart. You don't have to make the other person restart. But hey, it will happen. Like it's, I died a lot. A lot.
Do you think this game is in contention for Game of the Year?
I could see why it would be Game of the Year, but I don't think it's a true contender. Like I think something else will definitely like dethrone it. But love the co-op aspect. Keep coming out with the 2-player games that are unique. Like we need these like co-op local online play, like please, like this is great, like this is a call to action for everyone out there. Go make your multiplayer games that are fun for everyone.
I think we're seeing a lot of that recently, like the games that tend to have a little bit of variety or be different tend to stand out more and have more like fanfare, right? The fact that there's not a lot of co-op games, and this one is co-op and definitely made to be played with 2 people, and they're trying to do things like the free pass for a second person. You don't have to buy a second game. We need more of that. And I think that when developers are doing things, and that's a trend that is working towards the players, people want to vote for that. So I think that's one of the reasons it's contention. Another one is that it is a good game. It is, I would say like borderline a great game. But yeah, I do think that we need to probably nominate the game, right? If we have a category that's best co-op game, I think it probably is going to win that category.
Yeah.
If we have like best gameplay, maybe because of the variety. But regardless, I think it's a game that has the buzz rightfully, just because I think everybody should like, if you know someone, like I think you should play this game.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think if you're ready to like, have a real good bonding experience the highs and lows with somebody.
Yes.
This is the game for you. Yeah, sometimes you need to guide people. You need to be the one giving directions. And sometimes you have to be the one taking directions. So you know what? Leave your ego at the door.
Yep.
Please leave it at the door right now. And then you can go play. And don't berate your partner. And not to say Daniel might did not do this, but I just want to say like, have patience, have a loving heart, and just try to help them, man. Like I know it's easy to be like, this is frustrating.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. If you're interested in seeing us play, there's already videos on the channel. Go check out the shorts. You'll be able to see that, how we play together. If you're more interested into that, we might just release a full version. I don't know. Just let me know. As always, we have new things coming on. So, of course, we're going to be talking about more games. Clair Obscur 33, Dungeons of Hinterberg, South of Midnight. We have the Doom, the last Doom game that's coming on, Doom 3. I don't even know how it's Eternal? No. Ages, the Dark Ages, Doom, the Dark Ages. Okay, we got Doom, the Dark Ages coming up. So make sure to stay tuned for that. As always, thank you for making it to the end. Subscribe, comment, and like as you please. And as always,
have a good one.
Peace.